Hello and welcome back to another brand new video. In today's video we will have episode 8 of the Moto3 first person career mode. In episode 8 today we are off to hopefully a sunny Barcelona as we go to the Grand Prix Premi Monster Energy de Catalunya in Momelo in Spain. So let's get on track. So I hoped for a sunny Barcelona and it's a wet track in qualifying and it's going to be full rain for the race. So as I come down to turn 1 to start my one and only hot lap. Usually in the wet I have good pace. It's taking a bit gingerly at the moment to sector 1. The bike doesn't feel great at this track in the wet. We're just about a tenth over in sector 1. As you can see, I'm just counter steering a lot through these corners. I'm having a lot of rear end pumping. And it's quite hard to put the power down. And Catalunya has a lot of long corners, such as this here, turn 4 where you're on the edge of the tyre and you kind of need that edge grip. You can see again it's just pumping, struggling to get the power down and get traction. But as we come up towards the end of sector 2, I run that wide, square it off. I about matched it. I lost another half a tenth, we'll say. Very hard track in the wet, like I said, not having the right to set up suspension. I got a little bobble on the entry there. Let's come down now to the new turn 10. Absolutely adore this track. Hard into this and we've lost another 2 tenths, not so surprising. Hasn't been a great lap. I do struggle in these wet conditions and tracks like this, just as I have another rear end slide. Big moments there, stepping out. Now can we finish the lap strongly and get a good qualifying position as we blow that corner well wide. We squared off for a very late apex. As we again, not as bad that corner, but we pick it up, fire it to the line. Not going to be pole, I know that for a fact. 1:59.4. Right, we end the session P6.4 off. Let's get into the race. So, like I said, in qualifying, it is an absolutely soaking Barcelona Grand Prix. Catalunya has never looked so bad. There's rivers everywhere. I'm starting on the outside of row 2. 5 red lights. And away we go. Now I've underfueled the bike a lot just to make up for my lack of pace I'm suspecting to have in the race, judging by having only medium tyres in Moto3. As I just take it cautiously down into turn 1, try and get through the first corner, stick with the top group, and as we get passed by one of the Gussinis, Jeremy Alcoba I think it was. But as I was saying, having only a medium tyre in the wet spec, you don't have any edge grip, and I struggle a lot with it, especially in tracks like this. It hasn't been too bad of a start. We've managed to kind of hold position. So Alcoba again fights up the inside into turn 4. Nice move. Oh, as we have contact with Darren Binder. Darren Binder had a goal going through me, didn't work. I go to the outside. I'd say Darren Binder's going to try again. He obviously reckons he has pace if he's trying to pass me that early. He might have even crashed though because he's not directly behind me from the timing stand. As we're coming up, do not want to be getting on the curbs in this weather. Absolutely touched the inside curb, touched a bit of white line and span it up massively as they do it again. Unfortunately, it looks like I am dropping back a touch from the leaders. So yeah, that's not good. We seem to catch him into turn 10. Another very awkward corner, this long turn 10 here. But as we come to the last sector of lap 1, we're in P8. We're half a second behind Andrea Migno. John McPhee leads the championship leader. As of right now, I don't feel very comfortable. Now, again, a medium tyre on the rear, because you only have mediums in the wet in Moto3, isn't a great option. It's a bit too stiff. Doesn't really do much for me. 296, so lap 1 is done. We stayed out of trouble for the most part. Darren Binder is back tonight talking about trouble. So he's behind 4 of a second behind. Run a little deep into turn 1. I'll try and square it off in turn 2. There's been a crash. You can't see anyone down in front of me, so it must be further back in the field. It is absolutely soaked. And I usually am good in the wet, but this bike and medium tyres just don't go in the wet. I know I won my one and only race this year in Le Mans. I won was a wet race, so I can't say I'm not good in it because I've had good results in it, but I struggled at Texas with the medium rear. Got along that penalty, finished just in the points. Me and you having a good long look into turn 7, TV3. So I'm just about holding on to the back of the group. If I can get past Mino, maybe I can get pulled forward, but I don't know if my pace is good enough in the early stages of this Moto3 race. I seem to be strong into turn 3. I seem to catch them a lot, but then on exit I can't really get the power down like they can. And they go wider through turn 11, and I kind of I take a tyre line, finding a Berg's right exit. Right on the back of Mino now. Can I also run it wide? I was just going to say, can I get a good drive onto the home straight and get a bit of slipstream? Maybe pick up a few positions. But it's Mino doing the passing. He's about to pass Jeremy Alcoba. He just does it. I'm sticking in the slipstream. Power up to 3. I'm gaining. Brave man to do move into turn 1. I go for it, but I feel like the AI. Yeah, I felt like the AI would go around the outside. Oh, I touched the inside curb. I don't have any confidence in the braking at the moment. It's one of the biggest issues. Jeremy Alcoba still on the inside. One of the biggest issues I have with the Moto3 KTM bike is my lack of braking. I find it very hard to overtake people. I feel like I don't have any front end. As I touch the outside curb and get a massive bobble coming into turn 4. So we hold station in P8. Darren Binder once again is right behind me. He hasn't dropped off at all. I suspect to see him try and move. Actually, I can see by the timing scheme him and Fodger having a ding-dong battle. The name keeps switching around. You just see all the water, the lime water on the track. And I get my first track limits on it. It's not a Moto3 first person career mode without a couple of track limits. Fastest man on track actually is Darren Binder, so that would back up my thoughts, as he's only 0.2 behind me. I lost a good bit of time, but here we come into turn 10 again. I just seem to be able to get it stopped much better. And it's funny because I'm talking about my lack of feeling braking, and then in there I feel like I can brake much later than the AI. As I think there's a contact there with me and Darren Binder. I just felt some weird rear end moments there. I feel like he went into the back of me. Just losing touch with Mino. Again I'm wide, and yeah, Darren Binder and Dennis Foggia blow by as I run wide through the final corner again. Power leaving in 2, up to 3 now. So I'm just trying to drift into the slipstream of Binder. I need to get him, hopefully, and catch back up to Mino. I try and brake late, squeeze the outside. There's not much I can do. Foggia gonna have a try? No, he's not. On the inside curve. Now where's Binder? He's there. He's got right to the side of me. And we've collided, and Binder is down, and Foggia has gone down. Very unfortunate that 3 riders merging to one corner into the apex, and we just happened to collide with Binder. And in these wet conditions, you will not stay on the bike if you have any little collisions like that. So unfortunate. We are very lucky now not to go down ourselves. We could have crashed very easily there in the wet conditions, but Binder is not out of the race, but he's a lot further back than he would want to be. So second place man Gabby Rodrigo now has the fastest lap. I'm under second to Nino. So once again, I still can't really make any progress with the front group. Struggling for a bit of pace in these awful conditions here in the mellow. Just on every corner you can see the front just pushes wide. I have no grip. Struggling to get the bike to the apex. Now, can we, into our famous turn 10 here, can we make up some time? Looks like we've done it again. We've pulled the gap down by about half a second alone into that corner. 3 to 4 tenths definitely. As we're at half race distance now. I'm still okay on fuel, but I would like just a slight bit better pace, a bit more, a cleaner lap really is my issue. I think my pace isn't too bad if I get a clean lap, as I get a good turn 12 there. I'm running wide, that's a track limit. No, it's not. But we get turn 13 Europe car, stupid name for a corner. So you get that, good. Can we get the power up to 3 now, and can we catch onto the back of Alcoba? Mino has done the pass, he's got ahead of him. Now a 1:58.7 for Tatsuki Suzuki and a 1 minute 58.8 for me. So it does show my pace when I get a good lap, and when I'm clean it is as good as the leaders. Now I am in P8 still. It looks like I'm after putting in a good amount of time on Alcoba. He looks to be maybe losing touch with the Mino in front of him and the 2 Rebel KTMs. So it's probably Messia and Pedro Costa. The front group of Gabby Rodrigo, Tatsuki Suzuki and John McPhee have a good gap of about a second and a half, I reckon. Yeah, so it's Messia there, and I reckon I've seen Pedro Costa already during this race. I try an outrageous mood around the outside. Can I get the power down? Seem to be getting a bit of feeling now. The pace is shooting up a bit. Messia has a good long look over his shoulder. Don't just love it. I was slightly wide. Oh, I touched the curb. Ruined my run up into the next corner, turn 9. And yeah, no, maybe, just maybe, I'm close enough. Would I be able to get the move done? No, I'm not close enough actually. I thought I was on the apex corner. I look close enough. I go to the outside. You see a squeeze me. I go to the inside, and I'm not getting that stopped. I had to check lines and change my line. Now I look like I've kept Messia behind me, I said. I know he's gone around the outside. Now can I keep a tighter line and beat him to the exit of the corner? He's somewhere to my outside. Yeah, looks like we got Messia done. So now can we pick our way into the top 5 of this race? As we start, just about to start the penultimate lap. Alcoba and Acosta within reach, about 3 tenths to Alcoba. So 59.5, so lost a bit of time that lap, but that's to be expected while battling. So brake late into turn 1. P4 is the possibility if I get the 3Ds ahead of me. The podium really today in these conditions, I don't reckon I have the pace to bridge this gap between this group and the next one. So right up behind the exhaust of Gabby, or Jeremy Alcoba even. Gabby Rodrigo is leading the race, I'm definitely not behind him. So go for a move into turn 4. Not going to get it done. Jeremy Alcoba is a demon on the brakes, holds it around the outside. I want to try, I might try it again, going to the outside into turn 5 here. I like this line. Now I'm up into P5, I've gone ahead of them, but will they? Yeah, Costas cuts back on me. I go for a wide line again. Now the only issue is coming up here to turn 7. I don't know if I'll be able to keep a tight line. Oh, I've run it wide, and they're going to come through. I said, I've touched the curb as well. Oh, and I nearly made contact with Acosta. Alcoba, surely he's going to try it into turn 9. I've left him enough room. No, he's not. I'm still in P6. I think he might have made a mistake behind me, because even though I made loads of mistakes there, he didn't pass me. He was only after catching me, so I'd say he made his own mistakes. Oh, as we're drifting it around turn 10. On the back of Pedro Acosta. As we come up into the last sector, we're coming to the end of lap 6, about to start the last lap. As we actually get Pedro Acosta up the inside, don't know if he made a mistake there. He's back up my inside. I was just saying they would take a weird wide line through that turn 11. He's definitely going to come up my inside, yeah. And we touched again. We've touched again. He's gone for a Rossi Lorenzo move. wasn't really on. Not in the wet, you can't make them types of passes. Got up inside, touched me, I had to sit it up, there's nothing I could do. I was the lead rider, couldn't really do anything. Pedro Acosta is out. Now that gives me some breathing room behind, but also has lost the opportunity of catching Mino, I reckon. I'm going to push like crazy. Probably override this lap and just see when I've cleared track and I don't have to worry about being passed. What was I get up on the inside curb of turn 3? Not ideal. We're absolutely spinning the rear, drifting around, not any grip in these conditions. We have 0.7 of a second back to Arctic gas, so we should be okay. As I touch the inside curb, I had a massive front end shake. That could have been raced over there. Now we are catching him. The gap is coming out slowly. Now whether we'll be able to take enough time out of him. The main point of the track where I can catch him is turn 10, but after turn 10, unless you're Valentino Rossi, there's not many places you can pass. We get turn 7, actually quite nice that lap. The final lap, the most important lap to get right. The gap is down to a second. And again through here, through turn 9, we get that well. And we get a good drive. The gap is under a second. Now I will pull in 4/10 or so, I reckon, into turn 10 here. As we are quite close on him. Oh, we have massive front end moments. Tried my best. Couldn't get a stop. I had to sit the bike up. I was running wide. The front was chattering. And that's P5. Chance of P4 was lost at the last corner of the last lap. I had the collision with Acosta, and I was never really going to bring back 1.5 seconds over Mino. I didn't really have great pace in this race, but to get out with good championship points in P5, and it's Tatsuki Suzuki by the looks of who's after winning the race. So an unusual winner in Suzuki. Cross the line. P5. So as we have the final standings, Gabriel Rodrigo second, Maffei third, I end up 5th. That puts me up to 6th in the championship. John Maffei again pulls away further, but another solid weekend, overall good, not too bad, not too poor. But I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I shall see you in a video in the not so distant future.